this video, I'm going to take you to Walmart with me to shop for new planners. If you like my planning style, I think you're going to love this planner. Thank you to Walmart for providing me with a gift card to shop and purchase anything I wanted to make this content for you. Hi, I'm Kristen, and I post functional planning videos on my channel a few times a week. If you're like me and you need a gentle reminder to just keep it simple, please make sure you're subscribed, and I'll be right back. So as you can see, there are so many planners available at Walmart. And honestly, before I ever discovered the planner community on the internet, I was buying my planners at Walmart. Even back then, before the planner community was as robust as it is now, there were so many choices. So obviously you can see that I chose this Cambridge Agenda. I've actually been using this so that I could give you an honest review, but for right now, we're just gonna look at the blank pages so that you can see the features and get an idea of how you could use this for yourself. This is the Cambridge Agenda. It's the WorkStyle edition, and this one's in the color called Cucumber, but I believe it was offered in black and like this orchidy color as well, although my Walmart only had this one. This is the A5 size, and I find it sufficient for what I need. So it has the twin loop binding, and it has like a plasticky cover that's very like sturdy, and it has some pale gold metallic on it. It says Cambridge and it says number 2024, which I think is so cute and clever because obviously the year is 2024, but this just, I don't know, it's just like a cute little detail. And then down here it just says agenda. On the back it says WorkStyle by Cambridge, and that's it. But the back cover is also this plasticky kind of material that's very sturdy. So let's open it up, and you can see I've already been using it. So I just use the inside cover as a sticky note dashboard. I do that with all my planners. And in the very front there's a clear double-sided pocket. So I've already been using this, but you know, it's got tons of notes in it, and I've just gone ahead and added some sticky notes here to the pocket as well. And then on the back, this is also a pocket, and I also have some more notes here and more things in the pocket. So some of these pages are blank. Some of them I've just turned around so that, you know, I could keep that contents private. So on the front page here, it's kind of like a thicker cardstock, and it just gives you the overview. It's like the title page. It says January through December 2024 weekly agenda, WorkStyle by Cambridge, and just some little information about it. When I first flipped through this, I thought, oh, I could just tear that out, but on the back we have a 3-year year-at-a-glance reference sheet. So I'm not going to tear this out, but I don't need this, so I would probably either just paste some photos on here or just use it as another sticky note dashboard, because I tend to collect lots of sticky notes with notes on them. Over here we've got a goal page, and this is where it switches to the paper. Now, I don't know the specs of the paper, and it doesn't say it anywhere that I can find, but it does feel thicker than your standard cheap copy paper, I guess you could say. It is thicker than that. It's more of a bright white than a creamy white. Here you have a spot for 6 goals. You have a laminated tab for the month, and this I will take out. This is just my little bookmark because, like I said, I am using this. And then when you turn the page, you go directly into the monthly spread. We're going to skip to March because I'm already using the planner. And we get a monthly spread, and we still have that nice little detail where it says number 2024 over here. You've got the month over here on this side, and then the sidebar is nice because it's broken up by week, and it is a Sunday start, which is my only complaint, but most planners that you will get that are not customizable are almost always going to be a Sunday start. That is how most calendars work in the United States, so I understand it. We have the Sunday through Saturday format on the monthly spread, and you have all of the important dates and holidays and cultural days, and all of that is printed in small print. Even on the days where there's quite a bit of text, it doesn't take up that much space, but it's still easy to read, so that works. I don't typically care about having the holidays and everything on my planner. I just don't need it in my planner. I know when those things are going to occur based on, you know, like my digital calendar and stuff like that. So I wish it wasn't written in the box, but it doesn't take up that much space. We do have the divided box, which is divided in half for the 31st, and I actually prefer that if they were going to divide the box. I don't want the box divided, but I understand why they do it because most months aren't going to need 6 weeks. And so I get it. All the other boxes would be unnecessarily small for the rest of the year. This way of dividing the box is better to me because you can actually write across it, whereas when they divide it like diagonally, you can't write in the box and it makes it unusable. The neatest thing I think about this monthly spread is that it divides up your sidebar for your week, and I really like that because I plan in week numbers, and so I'm able to write the week number up here. And then I also have different focuses for each week depending on what time of the month it is, and I like to write that here. And also when my son has like a week off of school, which his school district kind of does that often, where there's like a whole week off of school, and I can just write no school this week or whatever instead of having to draw a line and take up space across the whole calendar. So I do really like that. And I don't tend to use my sidebar for planning too much. I tend to use it as a checklist, and this way if there's important things that are going to need to happen that month, I can actually write that task in the week it should happen. I do really like that. I think it's a good feature, and it's shaded just a little bit darker. All right, so now let's get into the weekly spread, and this is my favorite part. We have a week on one page. It is the best. This is my favorite format for planning, and you have like a checklist dashboard page over here. So the weekly spread is divided into your 7 equal boxes all the way down, and you do have a shaded section for your priority tasks over here. And I do have certain days where I do certain things, and so that's where I'm writing that, and I'm finding that super helpful. The holidays and special days are also written in the boxes, but like I said with the monthly, it's not taking up that much space, and so you still have plenty of room to work with. I kind of wish it didn't say priority in every single box, even though that is what I'm using it for. I just don't think it's necessary to include that. Maybe they could have just written it up top one time, but I am finding myself able to just write over top of that. It doesn't show through my pen, so I'm making it work. Over here, we've got 2 equal sections where you could use them however you want. And then over here, you have a task list with 18 tasks. And over here, you have 3 little guided boxes. This one says care, this one says connect, and this one says focus. That's the simple layout for the whole month. And then when you get to the next month, the laminated tab is right here on the page. What I do like as well is that the tab doesn't go into your list. So they're keeping it in the margin, so you're not losing writing space here. And then your page just turns, and I've already got notes here. Your page turns into the next month, and then you just keep going through, it's the same layout the whole way. There aren't any extra notes pages or anything like that. And then when you get to the end, you have some notes pages back here. So this is the end of 2024 and the beginning of 2025. And then when you turn the page, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 notes pages, and then you have your future planning over here, which includes the whole year, and you can just fill in however you want. And then you have your holidays and special days over here on this sheet. This is another one of those cardstock style sheets, and this goes through 2024 all the way through 2027. I like this better for reference. I wish they didn't also include it on the monthly calendar and in the weekly calendar, since they included this. I think it's an overkill. I wish they just left it here and then didn't put it here. And then I feel like it would just be so much more versatile. And then people could pick the days that are important to them and then add them if they need them on the calendar, leave them off if they don't. That's just my preference for a planner. It's also not that big of a deal. And then on the back, you just have like an end page that I would also use as a sticky note dashboard, just like I do with the covers. I really like this. I think it is so good for the price, which you are not going to believe. I purchased this planner in store for $8.97. It is so inexpensive and it is so useful. I'm using it to plan my work and my business and my social media and all of the little tasks and events and whatnot that have to do with that. And I'm just finding it's so helpful. I usually don't care for an A5 size, but for some reason this is just working with my brain and how I plan, and it's exactly what I need. I've tried other planners in the past. They've all been too big, and I think that's my fault for thinking I needed a planner that big. And now that I've downsized to something like this and have been using it, it's really been like an eye-opener to me that I was making it too complicated. I was making it where I thought I needed all of this stuff in my planner, and I didn't. In full transparency, I really only tried this so that I could review it for you, because if you watch any of my other videos, you know that I plan out my week in this style and I draw this on a notes page in my planner. And so when I saw this in store, I was like, I've got to review this for the people that like this style but don't want to draw it out all the time. That's why I purchased it to review, and I wasn't actually planning on using it, but I need to use a planner before I can recommend it to you or not. And so I went and backfilled a couple of weeks of what I had already done and realized that is exactly how I wanted to use it. And so then I planned out the next couple of weeks in it, and it was like, this is working for me, and now I'm using it. So I was using a different planner, and I wasn't super happy with it, but I was determined to stick with that one until I tried this. And then I was like, I don't know, I don't want to say planner piece because I don't really believe in that term, but this is eye-opening for me, at least if it only taught me that I was trying to overcomplicate my work planning and my social media planning with too big of a planner. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed the review and the little trip to Walmart. Thank you again to Walmart for the gift cards so that I could make this and other videos for you to enjoy. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you really liked it, please consider subscribing, because I post functional planning videos on my channel a few times a week. And if you liked this one, you're probably gonna like those ones too. And I would love to see you in the next one. Until then, embrace your imperfections and just be you. Bye.